You want to know what the best roofing material is? Find out what roofers would put on their own roof. I asked roofers at this trade show that very question, and here's what they said. You're an owner of a roofing company. You can put whatever roof you want on.
Yep.
What roofing material would you put on your own house?
I'm going to go with a standing seam metal system. Main reason being it's an everlasting product, right? There's no exposed fastener, so there's no preventative maintenance that's needed year-round, as well as the fact that it's almost impossible to damage a metal system. So there's some people that I know where they put one metal roof system on in their life, and it still continues to hold to this day.
So for me, I would use Class 4 impact resistant.
Why an asphalt shingle as opposed to all the other options out there?
I think probably just that's what's most common and available. Yeah, I don't trust metal. Seeing what happens with wildfires and whatnot, I've seen how those get affected in the fire.
All right, Harry, what roofing material would you put on your own roof?
On my own roof, I'd probably go a metal roof.
Okay. Any particular kind? Standing seam, pro panel?
I would say standing seam.
Yeah. Tell me why.
I would just say longevity. It looks nice.
What material would you put on your own roof?
Probably a synthetic, something like a Euro Shield or an F-Wave, something durable, stands up to hail better, wind hit better, lasts longer, looks better.
Are those the main reasons you would use that? Anything else?
Durability for the main part. You know, even though that's something that we do every day, I don't want to replace my roof all the time either. So, I mean, it's a little more expensive, but in the long run, you'll save money if you're not replacing your roof all the time.
So you say it's a little more expensive. Kind of compare to a premium asphalt shingle.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on squares, cuts, stuff like that, but it is going to be a little bit more expensive, but nothing crazy. A couple $1,000s more, you know, well, probably a little bit more than that, but nothing insane.
Is that what you've got on your house right now?
Currently, I have a new build, so I'm in GAF Armor Shield, but when it hails again in Colorado, we'll be switching probably to Euro Shield, but I like the new F-Wave product quite a bit.
I'll tell you what, after a few years in this business, I work with a lot of good ones. I've got to say that I was in a neighborhood a couple years ago that totally got smoked with hail, and there was one roof that didn't have any hail damage on it, and it was Owens Corning Flex.
Okay, Owens Corning Flex.
I had never used Owens Corning Flex prior to that, but I was blown away by the result. So in the future, I'll be probably using a lot more Owens Corning Flex.
And so that's what you would put on your own roof?
On my own roof, again, right now I've got GAF on my roof. But if I had to do it all over, I'd go with the Flex.
Okay. Any other reasons why, aside from hail resistance?
You know, Owens Corning, I've been doing this for 20 plus years. Owens Corning's really always stuck behind me and on the warranty side and whatnot. So there's a class act all the way around.
William, what material would you put on your own roof?
Stone-coated steel and a batten system.
Really? Why?
I've seen a lot of it done for HOAs. Used to be in quality control, and so that was my first big project. Was about 10 buildings, about 200 squares each of stone-coated. Love the product. It's amazing. It's beautiful, and the batten system allows all that water that gets underneath to just float right down the bottom.
Elevated battens, right?
Yes, elevated battens. Yeah.
Yeah, good. Is that what you've got on your roof now?
No, I think I have CertainTeed Presidentials on my roof now. I'm not 100% sure.
And you're waiting for a hailstorm?
I mean, where I doesn't get a lot of hail, so we'll see,
right?
But
Right?
it's still good.
All right, Steve, what roofing material would you put on your own roof?
What roofing material? If I could have a choice, no price being an issue, it would be a slate roof due to its resiliency and longevity. But if I have to pick a roof that's going to be reachable for most consumers, I would probably go with a fortified system, asphalt shingle, Class 4 impact resistant, and have a resilient system that can withstand the weather elements that we're facing in the country and last a long time.
So what is a fortified roofing system?
A fortified roofing system is a system that is secured around the perimeters of the roof where the seams are taped. It increases the wind resistance of the system, as well as prevents moisture intrusion if you do have damage, because the system is actually secured through the seams. It actually provides an impact rating for hail damage, so it really beefs up your roof so that you're protected from severe storm events that may happen over an extended period of time.
And why would you not consider something like a metal roof or a composite?
I think it's a consumer preference. They all have their trade-offs. I don't want a metal roof for maybe a couple reasons. One, they can have things like visual appearances from like oil canning, so warping. that could be a challenge for some customers. For a composite, some of those materials are novel, newer, so I'm not a person that wants to be a research project on my own home, so I want to pick something that has a true and tried track record as far as the system and performance goes.
What do you have on your house now?
I have a Class 4 impact resistant JF Timberline in pewter.
Tara, what roofing material would you put on your own roof?
I would probably do something that was impact resistant or a metal standing seam.
Really, metal standing seam. Tell me why.
Just less damage. It'll hold up better in the elements here in Colorado.
Well, and probably everywhere, right?
Right.
What do you currently have on your house now?
Impact resistant.
Shingles.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What roofing material would you steer homeowners away from?
3-tab, builder's grade, anything that they're going to really try and cut corners on. Cutting corners in the roofing industry is the first way to have repeat problems. So stuff like that. Class 4, I don't want to slam a manufacturer, but Class 4 on pretty much any manufacturer, they're all built similar. That's a good starting point. Insurance likes it, more durable. It's going to hold up a little bit better. But something like that.
I would tell them to avoid any builder grade. Again, if you're going to install this newly, avoid any builder grade asphalt shingles. Obviously, those are the cheapest asphalt shingles that you're going to find. Builders use it because it's cheap, especially when it comes to building new homes. And that's why typically your contractors, after a home has gone through hailstorms or it's time for a new roof, we don't use anything less than a 30-year shingle.
Probably tile.
Okay. Tell me why.
I don't know, if they break, it's really hard to replace. It's really expensive.
Plus, you have to have a roof that's engineered to hold all that weight.
Yeah, that as well. I guess I think the biggest end is going to be the cost overall.
Get away from. I don't even think they do 3-tabs anymore. But you want something. You want something that's going to hold up, right? Wind with the wind rating, with hail, with the elements we have here in Colorado. Not to mention the sun. Yeah. We're a mile closer to the sun than a lot of places in the country. So you've got to have a lot of a well-built shingle.
What material would you try to steer a homeowner away from?
And I've had a lot of people ask me about standing seam. And yes, they don't have to replace the roof every 5 to 7 years out there with hail, but then it just looks like somebody hit their roof with a ball-peen hammer after a couple years. Yes. So I've tried to steer people away from that.
That's a tough one. I think that's a consumer specific question and where their home is. I mean, if you're in a fire rating zone, I'd probably tell you not to put wood shakes on your house. Definitely don't go with the cheapest product would be my advice. You usually get what you pay for.
Not impact resistant if you want to replace your roof all the time.
So by that you mean stay away from shingles that are not impact resistant.
Yes, yeah. Correct. Perfect. Yes.
Now I think you should watch this video right here. It's amazing. And if you want to just geek out on a bunch of fascinating roofing information, watch that playlist down there.